Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, now let's take a look into the solution for example 12 for hypothesis testing of two population mean for independent sample. Okay, based on example 12, the information given in the statement is we have two population, which is first we have Arau and Changlun. Okay, so for Arau, okay, around the first example that we have is n equals to 37, x bar equals to 300, and standard deviation is equals to 25. Okay, for Changlun we have sample n equals to 42, x bar equals to 295, and s equals to 20. So the question asks us to test whether there is evidence to indicate that the rental house in Changlun is lower than rental house in Arau. Okay, so we want to test whether Changlun is lower than Arau. Okay, so first, why we said that this was independent sample? Okay, because we have two groups of population and they are not dependent between each other lah. Okay, and then look at the sample size. We have n greater than 30, so this one is large sample size lah. We consider as large sample size, and then we does not know what is the population variance. Okay, so this one is population are unknown. Okay, population variance are unknown but enlarged. So what we're gonna use here, we're gonna use Z test. Okay, our test statistic adalah based on Z. Okay, now we want to formulate what is our H0 and H1. Okay, the question asks us to test whether a mean rental house in Changlun lower than rental house in Arau. So you can state the H0 as mu Changlun minus mu Arau equals to 0. This one is for H0. For H1, mu Changlun minus mu Arau less than 0. This also equivalent kalau awak buat mu C equals to mu A. Mean rental in Changlun equals to mean rental in Arau. Also for H1 you also can write as mu rental in Changlun less than mu rental in Arau. Okay, these two ways of how to write H0 and H1 are acceptable. Okay, either one lah. Okay, so this one jangan lupa tulis dia adalah left tail lah. Okay, step yang kedua, we want to calculate the value of test statistic. So tadi saya dah mention kita akan gunakan Z kat sini ya. So Z equals to x bar 1 tolak x bar 2. So x bar, dia kata since saya state kat sini Changlun tolak Arau, so kita kena buat Changlun tolak Arau lah. 295 minus 300 minus 0 over S1 square over N1, 20 over 42. Okay, jangan lupa letak kuasa 2 sebab yang dia bagi kat kita adalah standard deviation. Dekat formula dia adalah variance ya. Tambah dengan 25 kuasa 2 bahagi dengan 37. Okay, finally we get the Z equals to negative 0.9728. Okay, step yang ketiga, after test statistic you have to calculate the critical value. So since kita guna Z dan this one adalah left tail, so that is negative Z alpha. So tak perlu bagi 2 sebab kita left tail. So alpha kita adalah 0.1, negative Z 0.1 sama dengan negative 1.2816. Okay, yang keempat, you want to state the decision rule. Okay, rules dia adalah okay. So kalau awak tak tahu macam mana nak buat, tak sure how to write the decision rule, lukis dulu. Okay, lukis. Since this one is left tail kan. Okay, so this is our rejection region with the critical value negative 1.2816. We're going to reject the hash knot if our test statistics falls in the critical region yang saya lorek ni, yang mana kalau value dia adalah kurang daripada negatif 1.2816. So decision rule can be write as reject hash knot if test statistic less than negative 1.2816. Okay, now step yang kelima, kita punya decision lah. Okay, dia jatuh tak dalam rejection region? No, negative 0.9728 is greater than negative 1.2816. Okay, since negative 0.9728 is greater than negative 1.2816, fail to reject hash knot. Okay, so when we fail to reject hash knot means that mean rental in channel are equivalent mean rental in arrow. Okay, now look into example 14. Okay, example of 14 can of brand X. Okay, so now kat sini kita ada berkenaan brand X and brand Y lah. Okay, kita ada X, kita ada Y. And then kita ada untuk X and dia equals to 14. X bar dia 23 S3. Untuk Y kita ada N 16 X bar, sorry, not X bar but Y bar. Y bar equals to 25 and standard deviation equals to 4. Okay, alpha kita 1%. Alpha 1%. Okay, this one is case number 3. Okay, sebab apa? Kita tak tahu population variance, unknown. We just know sample variance atau sample standard deviation, and then look at the value of sample size which is less than 30. So dia adalah small sample size lah. Okay, tapi dia ada mention kat last kali ni, dia kata assume that the two population are not equal. So this one is case number 3. Population variance are not equal. Okay, so kalau population variance are not equal, ingat apa mula-mula yang awak kena buat? Calculate dulu dia punya degree of freedom. Kita calculate dulu siap-siap baru kita buat yang 5 step tu ya. Okay, so dia punya degree of freedom adalah yang formula panjang tu ya, S1 square over N1. S1 square is 3 kuasa 2 per 14 tambah 4 kuasa 2 per 16 kuasa 2 semua bahagi dengan 3 kuasa 2 per 14 kuasa 2 bahagi dengan 13 tambah dengan 4 kuasa 2 per 16 kuasa 2 bahagi dengan 15. Okay, so kita akan dapat 27.413, yang mana kalau kita truncatekan dia, kita kena ambil value degree of freedom dia adalah 27. Okay, kita dah calculate dia punya degree of freedoms. Now we can buat yang 5 step tu lah. Okay, so hash knot H1 kita. So dia nak test adakah whether the mean calorie per diet soda are different for this two brand. Okay, ada beza ke tak lah. So dia bukan more or less. Okay, so hash knot kita mu x minus mu y equals to 0 versus mu x minus mu y not equals to 0, ataupun awak boleh buat mu x equals to mu y versus mu x not equal mu y. So this one is 2 tail. Okay, step yang kedua, we want to calculate the test statistic. So kita akan gunakan T. So T equals to x bar 1 minus x bar 2. 23 tolak 25 tolak kosong bahagi dengan 3 kuasa 2 per 14 tambah dengan 4 kuasa 2 per 16 square root. So we will get negative 1.5604. Okay, step yang ketiga, you want to write the critical value. So the critical value is since 2 tail plus minus T alpha over 2. Don't forget alpha over 2. 1 divided by 2, 0.05. And degree of freedom 27. So we have critical value plus minus 2.771. Okay, next, how to write the decision rule. Okay, saya suka lukis. So boleh nampak macam mana nak buat ayat untuk decision rule dia. Since this one is 2 tail, so region dia adalah both side lah, kiri dan kanan. So dia punya critical value dia negative 2.771. This one 2.771. So kita akan reject H0 if the test statistics falls in the rejection region. Yang saya lorikkan tu yang mana ayat dia adalah reject H0 if test statistic less than negative 2.771 or test statistic greater than 2.771. Okay. So now what is our conclusion? Kita akan reject ke tak? So kita tengok negative 1.5604. Dia tak masuk pun dekat dalam rejection region. So since test statistic is greater than negative 2.771 and test statistic kita kurang 2.771, maksudnya dia berada kat tengah-tengah ni lah. So fail to reject H0. So when we fail to reject H0, this means that mu x equals to mu y. Buat yang lengkap lah. Saya buat yang simple sahaja. Okay, now look at into example 16. Okay, a random sample of 12 students measuring in maths. Okay, so kita ada population first, maths student. Okay, yang kedua, computer science, computer system, CS. So untuk maths, kita ada n equals to 12. X bar, X bar dia adalah GPA. GPA dia 2.9. And the standard deviation 0.4. So untuk CS pula, kita ada n equals to 10, x bar equals to 2.7, and s equals to 0.3. Okay, test the hypothesis that the mean grade point average for the two category student is not different. Okay, assume proportion very unknown but equal. Okay, yang ni kita kena assume dia equal pula. So kalau equal, dia case number 4. Okay, so kalau case number 4, kalau tadi case number 3 kita kena calculate DF kan. Mula-mula untuk this one kita kena calculate SP dulu. Calculate SP. So formula for SP is n minus 1 S1 plus n minus 2 S2 over n1 plus n2 minus 2 square root. Okay, so 12 tolak 1 darab dengan 0.4 kuasa 2 tambah dengan 10 tolak 1 darab dengan 0.3 kuasa 2 bahagi 12 tambah 10 tolak 2. Okay, so finally we get the answer for pool standard deviation equals to 0.3585. Okay, now bolehlah kita buat 5 step tu. Step yang pertama, H0 H1 dia nak tengok sama ada mean GPA untuk maths students equals mean GPA of computer system student. Okay, mu maths minus mu CS equals to 0 versus mu maths minus mu CS not equal 0. Ataupun awak boleh buat mu math equals to mu CS versus mu math not equal mu CS. So this one is 2/10. Okay, step yang kedua, calculate the test statistic. So test statistic kita T lah. Sebab N kita kecil, kita tak tahu population variance, then we assume the variance are equal. So the T would be equals to 2.9 minus 2.7 minus 0 over SP 0.3585 1 per 12 tambah 1 per 10. And finally we get the answer is 1.4353. Okay, step yang ketiga, critical value. This is two-tailed test, so plus minus T alpha over 2. Alpha kita 0.05 divided by 2, 0.025. Degree of freedom kita 12 plus 10 plus minus 2, so we get 20. Refer table, kita dapat value dia plus minus 2.086. Okay, yang keempat, we want to write the decision rule. Okay, again saya suka lukiskan, saya kata so at the left side the critical value is negative 2.086, at the right side 2.086. So we're gonna reject H0 if test statistic less than negative 2.086 or if test statistic greater than 2.086. Okay, now we want to make a conclusion. Look at the T value. T value we get 1.4353, which is just not in the rejection region. So since our test statistic is greater than negative 2.086 and less than 2.086, we fail to reject H0. So when we fail means that mean GPA of math student equals to mean GPA of computer system student. Okay, for example 17, if we look at the table below, it regarding on the old process and the new process of the batteries. Okay, kita tengok kat situ, and kita less than 30 for both population, and we does not know the population variant or population standard deviation. And satu lagi dia mention assume the variance are equal. So obviously this one is case number 4, yang mana population variance we assume equal. Okay, so kita akan guna apa? Kita akan guna T sebab N kita kecil dan kita tak tahu pun population variance. Okay, so kalau variance are equal, apa yang awak kena calculate dulu? Calculate dulu siap-siap pool standard deviation. So for the pool standard deviation, value dia adalah 13 tolak 1 darab dengan S square 9.1 kuasa 2 tambah 15 tolak 1 8.3 kuasa 2 bahagi dengan 13 tambah 15 tolak 2 finally we get the answer is 8.6784. Okay, now barulah kita nak buat 5 step tu ya. So step yang pertama, hash not H1 kita. Our hash not is dia nak tengok ada different ke tak. So just unequal je lah H1 ni kan. So mu old minus mu new equals to 0 versus mu old minus mu new not equal 0. Again, you also can write as mu old equals to mu new versus mu old not equal mu new. So this one is two tail. Okay, step yang kedua, calculate the test statistic. So our test statistic, we're going to use T. So T equals to x bar 1 minus x bar 2, 105.2 minus 112.4 minus 0 divided by SP 8.6784, 1 over 13, 1 over 15. And the value of T will equivalent to negative 2.1894. Okay, step yang ketiga, step the critical value. So 2 tail plus minus T alpha over 2. So alpha kita 5%, dia akan jadi T 0.025. Degree of freedom 13 plus 15 minus 2, 26. So this one is equals to plus minus 2.086. So at the left side, negative 2.086. At the right side, 2.086. Okay, so decision rule. Daripada gambar ni boleh dah tahu dah macam nak tulis decision rule kan. Reject hash not if test statistic less than negative 2.086 or test statistic greater than 2.086. Okay, so finally what are our decision? 2.1894 masuk tak dalam rejection region? Yes, dia masuk dekat dalam yang hujung tu, dekat left side. So since test statistic less than negative 2.086, reject hash not. So when we reject hash not means that we can conclude that mu old process does not equal mu new process.